Today we are going to talk about this one vital thing that you must understand and do, and 3 things that you must stop doing in order to see your manifestation in your 3D world. So please, if you enjoy my content, subscribe, like, and share so many more people like you who need this type of information can get to it. Hello, manifestors. Once you get this, the thing I'm going to talk about today, your manifestation or manifestations will be yours. I see people every day in the manifestation community who are stuck in their merry-go-round of not manifesting what they want. Even though they may say that they are students of the law and have read Neville Goddard's books and listened to his lectures and other manifestation and law of attraction material, it is obvious to me that while they may have taken some information in, apparently it didn't totally sink in. And as long as the thing I'm going to talk to you about today hasn't sunk in, your manifestation will always be a long way away from you. However, once you get it, your manifestation will be upon you. So listen in, because this should be changing your life forever if you really listen and apply what I'm going to teach you today. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the 3 common denominators that I have found among people who seem to have a hard time manifesting what they want. And let me emphasize here the phrase what they want, because they seem to manifest what they don't want pretty well. Why? Well, because we always manifest. Either we manifest what we want, meaning what we put out consciously, or we manifest what we don't want, which for the most part is what we manifest on autopilot. So, the first common denominator that I have found among people who can't seem to manifest what they want, it's that they may have a brain knowledge of the law of manifesting, but it didn't sink in. It didn't sink into their heart, into their being, into their subconscious, and into their emotion. Knowing something intellectually and living it are 2 very different things. I'm going to give you an analogy here of learning a foreign language. For being someone who has learned 2 foreign languages that I speak fluently now. When you first learn a foreign language, you might be able to say a full sentence in that language, for example, because you've learned those words and what they mean intellectually. But at the beginning, even though you may say the words, you don't feel the words. The words are emotionless because it's a foreign language. So even though you've learned the words and what they mean and how putting those words together, it's going to mean this and that, on an emotional level, it really means nothing to you. That sentence in the foreign language means nothing to you. Because that foreign language, that foreign sentence, is only in your brain at this point. It hasn't sunk in your heart, your being, your subconscious, or your emotion. But if you keep on practicing and practicing thinking in that foreign language, after a while, this language is not going to be just a foreign language to you anymore. Eventually, it's going to become a language that you are starting to feel. So not only you are going to say the words, but you are going to speak the words that are going to mean something to you, and they really are going to start meaning something to you when you start feeling the words at an emotional level. So that foreign language is no longer just in your brain, just weird words that you have to say, but it has sunk into your heart, into your emotion. And now when you say the words, when you say the sentence, you feel it. That's when you know that you are really speaking that foreign language. And that's when you know that that foreign language is no longer a foreign language to you anymore. It is a second language. That language is no longer in your brain. It is everywhere but in your brain, as a matter of fact. This is why someone like me, who speak English and French just about the same amount of time every day, at times I don't even remember if what I've just read was in French or in English. Because to me, it's the same thing. They're not in my brain anymore. Those two languages are not in my brain anymore. That's the only reason I don't freaking know if I just read something in French or English. Those languages are in my emotions. This means that your language is really into your body, your being, your emotions, everything but in your brain. So, now, why did I explain to you this big, long analogy? Because when people are not manifesting what they want, and according to what they write, their comments, the comments that they make to me personally on social media, it is obvious that the law as taught by Neville Goddard, the law of manifestation, even if it's taught by someone else than Neville Goddard, it is obvious to me that they have not understood fully the law of manifestation. The law of manifestation, it's still a foreign language to them. It might have gotten to their brain, but not to their heart, not at an emotional level yet. The problem with that is that if you do not adopt the law as your mother tongue, it's not going to work for you. As long as you can't think in a foreign language, well, you can't speak that language well. It has to sink from your brain into your heart. And then, and only then, can you speak that foreign language fluently. It's the same thing with the law. As long as the law is not part of you, part of your being, part of your emotions, part of everything that you are except just your brain, as long as that law is not part of you, you cannot practice that law fluently. Meaning, this is why you are not able to manifest what you want. So, in other words, you may think that you got it, that you understood the law of manifestation, but you didn't really. For you, it is still like a foreign language. That's why you are still asking a lot of questions and having a lot of doubts that you probably shouldn't have by now if you were doing things correctly. Not if you had your manifestation done already, no. If you were doing things correctly, even though your manifestation isn't here yet, you wouldn't have the type of questions and doubts that you have. You only have them because the manifestation law is still a foreign language to you. So basically what you need to do is to familiarize yourself with that law of manifestation. The second common denominator among people who can't manifest what they want, it's that they always seem to ask for permission or confirmation. So you would hear or read questions like this. And by the way, if you do recognize yourself saying or having said something similar, it is not about you, it is not to make fun of you, it is to help people like you. Because after all, this channel is to help people. So here's the type of comment and question that I get and that I see all the time, which means to me that the person is asking for permission or confirmation about their own manifestation. Has anyone manifested moving to a foreign country before? So if I stop thinking about this third party, she's going to go away, right? Or again, now all I have to do is let go? The reason why you are asking questions like these, it's because you feel that you need permission, you need confirmation for your manifesting, for your conscious manifesting. And I know where you're coming from. You're asking those questions because you do not speak the language of manifestation very fluently yet. So maybe, just maybe, there is something you need to review about the way you're learning conscious manifestation. Are you reading about it a lot? Are you practicing what you learn, what you read? Because you could read about something all day long, but unless you practice what you read, it's not going to do any good to you. Do you have a teacher, a coach? You need to find the reasons why you are not progressing. It is your job to find the reason or reasons why you're not progressing at this point in your manifestation. It is not conscious manifestation that doesn't work. This works all the time. You are manifesting still and always, every minute of every day, unconsciously. But what is it that is blocking you from manifesting consciously what you want? You need to look into yourself, examine what you're doing, what you're thinking, and your emotions, and you will find the answer to those questions. You see, there is a difference between asking yourself the right questions and the wrong questions. The wrong questions being any type of question starting with, can I manifest ... The answer is always yes. You can manifest anything you want. The right kind of question being questions like, why do I still feel this way? Why can't I seem to live in the end? What could I do to find the state that I want to be in? Do you see the difference in the type of questions? This is the type of question that is going to help you get better at manifesting what you want. The third common denominator among people who can't seem to manifest what they want is doubt. They doubt themselves, and they even doubt the law of manifestation itself. And sometimes they even think that this might be working for others, but not for them. As Neville Goddard said it in many different occurrences, doubt is the killer of manifestation. Because it's the opposite of faith. And when you want to manifest big things, and by big things I mean important changes that you want to manifest into your life, whether it is money, a person, a job, anything that is going to transform your life big time, you are going to need faith, the absolute knowing that it will be as you wish, no matter what. That's why Neville Goddard said this: if every little rumor, doubt, or fear can move you around like a pawn on a chessboard, you are not keeping the faith. And you know that if you don't have faith, faith that you are the only operant power to make things come true in your 3D world. If you don't know that for sure, period, it's not going to manifest. You are going to keep on manifesting on autopilot the things that you truly believe, but you are going to block the things that you want because you do not truly believe in those things yet. You do not have faith that they are yours. You have the opposites. You have doubts. And those doubts are like this huge fence between you and your desires. So the one thing you must do that I was telling you about at the very beginning of this video is learn to be in the state of what you want. Now, how do you do that? Well, let me explain it to you this way. If you feel lack, you are not in the state of abundance. If you feel needy, you are not in the state of attracting a healthy relationship. If you feel lonely, you are not in the state of companionship. If you feel a gap, that gap is not filled. The emotion needs to come before the manifestation. Because, unfortunately, friends, it is never the other way around. But according to all the comments and questions that I get, I see that what many of you want is this, unfortunately. You want to have the signs first. You want to have the thing first. And then you'll have the emotion. And then you'll be in the state. It's like you would like to make 2 plus 2 equals 6, but 2 plus 2 equals 4. Why? Well, because it's a rule, and that rule won't change for you. You need to understand the rule and work with it. It's not the rule that is going to work for you. You need to work around the rule. One of the big rules of the universe we live in is that our thoughts and emotions create things, not the other way around. Never. So, if it feels scary to let go, to be in the state that hasn't got the material proof yet, you need to go for it anyway. Jump in that water already, and once you've jumped, you'll have no choice but swim. And once you start swimming, you will start to see that it's not as hard or as scary or as bad as you thought it would. You will start feeling better, lighter, more powerful. You will start finding yourself, finding who you truly are, and what kind of power you truly have. And if you do that, before you know it, you are going to manifest your desire. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, again, subscribe, share, and like the video. If you want one-on-one coaching, email coaching, or join my manifestation Facebook group, please check the links down below. And thank you for listening, and as always, I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye for now.